welcome back to my channel. Today I am here with week 3 challenge for Wildrose Bohemian group, and we are working, I am working with, you will work with if you're going to do this. Whatever, this is what I made it from. I made it from Thankful Thursday that Rose gave us this last week, on Thursday. And what you're going to need is you're going to need one of these pages, the one that has the 4 on it, one of these pages that have the 2, and then one of these pages that has 8 on it. That's what you're going to need. You're going to need 2 of these, 2 of these, and 2 of these. So I will show you what I did. I decided to, after thinking about it for a while, I decided, oh, look, I've been inking all day and now my fingers are dirty. And I should have washed them first, shouldn't I? Oh well, it's ink. So anyways, what I did is I decided to make nesting beauties. And it kind of comes after those dolls that, you know, that nest together. I'm not sure exactly what they're called, but I figured these are each a journal card. So you got lots of journaling space, and we're going to create nesting beauties. This is a little trickier to get out, but it comes out. So, and 1 and 2. So that's what you're going to need to do. I am going to go and do my cutting out, and then I'm going to return and we'll get to it. All right, hold on. Okay, I'm back and I have got my stuff cut out. That's one thing about the fussy cutting, is pretty easy this time, isn't it? So we're just going to take and start with this guy first, this lovely lady, and you pick which one you want. It doesn't really matter because they're all going to be in there. But I think I'm going to pick her as mine. So we're just going to fold it like we normally would. And I wait with gluing these together until I know that everything is going to fit together. Oops, don't pull crooked. You could definitely take and do a score on it. I'm not going to, because I don't want it to be so crisp, because we got to keep stuff and stuff in there. We got to keep stuff and stuff in there. So I'm just going to take, and I took this one here, I'll just round my corners. You don't have to round your corners if you don't want to, but I prefer them rounded. And then with this one here, I'm going to make a mess with corners all over the place. That's okay. So with this one here, what I did with the first one was I took and I folded it here. So it created it to be a little, not quite as wide. And so right about like so. And then I cut this piece off here. And then I just took a little bit off of here, because you can see it's wider here than it is here. So I just put it right about like so. And then you just want to take and put this in here like this, and make sure that you've got a nice round or nice edging here. Now I can see I should probably take a little bit more off of here, because by the time you put your glue in, then you might not have enough space. So I'm going to take just a hair more, maybe like so, just like so. Okay, let's round our corners. Like so. And I save these because you use them in clusters. Get off there. You know, that's the one thing about these silicone mats. They don't want to release the stuff very well at all. So now, as you can see, we'll have a nice space that we can do the gluing, and it'll fit in there nicely. Okay, let's take our next one. Now this one we can do the same thing. We can just fold this one normally. And like I said, if you want to score it, you go ahead and score. And then I'm just going to make sure that I'm using the right one again. Like so. And then we're just going to put this in here. We got lots of room in here. Going nicely so far. This one's there could be one size in here in between, but we're not going to worry about that. So now with this one, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to fold it here and cut that little piece off. Or right about there. Just leave a little bit of that design in there. And then I'll cut that. And then I'm going to cut off of this one here. Let's see what this looks like first. Okay. Put this back in. That looks pretty good. I think that will work. Okay. I'll trim these corners. And as we can see, this will fit in there nicely. Okay, so now we have this little one. And so we're just going to fold her in half. And we know this one's going to fit in there, no problem. And to keep the same corners, I want everything to be the same corners. There we go. And then we're going to fold this one in again on this line here. You guys get full of it. Oh my goodness, I leave here and I go out into the kitchen. I got a trail of little white pieces of paper following me everywhere. Okay, so we're going to put it right about here. And we're going to trim here. Okay, let's see now. Going to give me, oh, I can see I should take a little bit more off. No, well, if I put a really thin piece of run of glue on there, but we're just going to, maybe we'll take a little bit off of the top here, off of this side, just a smidge. Okay, let's try that. Now this is the last one, so you could put like a little secret note in there. That would be cool. Or shrink down a page of these and put another layer in there. I'm just going to do this many. So as you can see, we got nice spaces to pour our glue lines. So now you can ink or not. And I could have probably inked before, but I'm just going to give the edges just a little bit, so you don't have to watch me ink for a long period of time. Just a little. So it's a weekend. Any major plans for the weekend? me, I am going to be just staying in the house because it is minus 50,000 out there. Well, okay, it's not that bad, but it's bad. We are in a deep freeze right now, and it is very chilly. And on Monday, our low is supposed to be minus 40, and that doesn't take into effect any wind chill. So it could be very interesting. Another perfect day just to stay at home and craft. Well, maybe and clean up my craft room. Oh my goodness. It is really, really nasty. Okay, so we're just going to start gluing, and hopefully none of these little pieces decide to stick on us. Me. Okay, get this out of the way. Let's clean that. Gotta clean it up a little bit. That's why I say I'm not 100% sure that I like working on a silicone mat, but I am, and that's just what we're going to do. Okay, so this is our first one, and we're just going to give it a little kiss of glue. So you don't have to use these ones. You may have something else that you like to use. There's many, many options. Rose is very, very creative and very generous with her kibis. That's what happens when you combine kits and freebies together. Kibis. She's very generous with her kits and her freebies. Okay, so we're just going to let this one dry a little. And we'll just do this one here. Oops, I almost did it the wrong way. That would not have been good. That would not have been good. Not at all. And oops, little. While we're waiting for the glue to dry on these ones, put too much glue on that. Yeah, I'll do that. We'll decorate our other one. We'll decorate our cover just while the glue is drying. Okay, so we're gonna let that dry. And we're going to look at this guy here. This gal. I don't know why I always want to call a guy. Okay, so what I did with this one is I put one of my, one of those things on there. Cluster, and I had cut out, I had cut out another whale tail punch, but I just don't see that here right now. So we can put Newer's Rose over many times here has given us lots and lots of sentiments. So I just went through some of her sentiments and ones that I had already printed, and I just made a bunch of clusters with them because I will be working with one of her kits on Monday, the Yellow Rose. What did I do with my... Well, I guess maybe I could just cut a new one, I guess. It's not like I won't use. So I have gotten into making word clusters. I kind of went ahead and did a lot of those today. But we're going to use this one. And then we're going to... As I told you, my craft room is such a mess. Such a mess. And I'm not thrilled about it. But that's okay. It'll get cleaned up one day. Right, okay. So this has got to be my favorite punch that I've got. I love this thing. I hunted high and low. I waited and I waited for it to come available, and I finally found it. I think I found that on Amazon, and now you can find them everywhere. Oops. See, I cut it out. I cut that one out. Okay, so we're just going to give it a good little squeeze. Okay, and then what I did was I took a little bit of cheesecloth and just put it underneath there. I didn't really want it to be, I don't know what I'm going to put this in yet, how I'm going to work it, so I just did it very, very simple until I have a purpose for it. And then I'll just take a little piece of cheesecloth here, like so. I love my cheesecloth. Now we can put it, that one I put fairly small. Let's see, that make it too, we ratty tatty it. Might be too big. Okay, well, we'll just cut a little bit out of there. Then we'll ratty tatty it. I'll go in a cluster at some point. Okay. Go. I'm just going to put a little glue here. And I think maybe we'll put this way. Okay. I might want to take a few more strings off of that. I like it really nice and ratty tatty. Okay, and then I had made some dangles a while back, and I've just been slowly using them, so that is why I had a dangle on that. But I think you don't have to put a dangle on it. You could leave it just exactly like this. You could put a hole in it, which is what I'm going to do. I'll put an eyelet in, but I think I'll leave the eyelet just as is. Okay. I don't like to do that because I know the glue is still wet, but that's okay. It'll be okay. Boy, how do you like that? Never grabbed one out just like that. And both pieces that I needed. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay. Oh, there we go. So there we go. So there is our cover. And so let's start nesting our little ladies here. So this one is really hard to put in there, and I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm so small. I don't know. Come on, open up, open up. There you go. There we go. So we got one, and then we get two, and then we get three, and four. Oh, I hope we did the right one. Yes, we did, didn't we? Yes, okay. Whew. Look what I did. Did I put there? Oh, there we go. Must have gotten some glue. Must have gotten some glue where it didn't belong. There we go. And there is our little nesting beauties. There. That was a fairly simple project, I think, and quick to accomplish, and gives us lots and lots of journaling cards all in one spot. And you can just tuck that into a pocket, paper clip it onto a page, whatever. And so that is working with the Thankful Thursday. So now I thought I would show you these beauties. Now these here are the freebies that Rose has given away to my subscribers, to my followers. And this is what I'm going to start working with on Monday. And on Monday, I will give you a code and a link to where you can go ahead and download these beautiful, beautiful things. As you can see, that was a full page, but I started working on it. Isn't that just gorgeous? Oh, I could use those on my wall. I could make pictures. Oops. Let's put these guys. There we go. Beauties. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I love postcards. And so I think I'm pretty sure I'm showing these to you upside down, but I think that's okay. So these are the freebies that I will give you a code for, a password and a link to go get them. And join me on Monday while I turn this into a journal. And that is where I'm going to make my journal. And of course pages, but I'm going to be using this. So join me on Monday, and it'll be part 1 because I'm pretty sure it's going to take me more than 1 little hour to get this done. So I hope you join me. If you want to join me, and maybe you're not subscribed, maybe you would like to subscribe, maybe hit that notification bell so that you know when I put a new video up. And other than that, have yourselves a great weekend. I hope you enjoy and join in this challenge, and the event is in the group. Look forward to seeing your makes. Alrighty, bye-bye.